Alright, sorry about that. XSplit and Guild Wars 2 did not get along there for just a minute. I believe everything has been reconciled and the two are playing nice now. So let's try this one more time. Alright, here we are, guys, going live with the Secret World. Listen to me. I've been playing one game entirely too much this week. We're going live with Guild Wars 2 today. And this is the start of the final beta weekend event for Guild Wars 2. And it's going to officially launch on August 28th. So this is our last chance until then to play everything. As you can see, everything has been deleted prior to the start of this beta. They're essentially creating a launch day type atmosphere. Everybody's kind of logging in, starting in the starting areas. And of course, Asura and Silvari are playable for the first time today. So those areas are going to be loaded down with lots and lots of people getting in there, playing those new areas and trying those out. So that's what we're going to do as well, at least at first, is take a look at the Asura starting area. And just checking the audio there to make sure everything is coming through okay on the stream. Any problems or questions or comments, feel free to hit me up in the chat, and I'll talk to you guys. I don't mind one little bit. I'll pull this little list up here so I can see ya. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna create an Asura right off the bat. And we're going to go with something similar to my little Warlock Goblin in World of Warcraft that I enjoyed so much. The name was given to me by some friends who apparently like Buffy the Vampire Slayer a lot. And he was a little warlock, so I'm going to make a little Necromancer here, and his name's going to be Gagnar the Fear Demon. And you will fear him. You will fear him. See, he looks scary already, and I haven't even made him yet. Alright, I haven't actually played a lot of Necromancer. I played Necromancer like for 2 or 3 minutes the very first time I ever logged into the game. Other than that, that's the extent of my experience with the Necromancer. So we're going to experience a new race, a new zone, and a new class all at the same time. Should be a disaster waiting to happen, and it should be epic to watch. What do we want? Do we want a super skinny dude? I don't know. I'm kind of digging the bottom heavy, chubby little bastard. Let's go with that. Skin marking. Just had the armor, and I kind of like the ones that were already there. Yeah, those are pretty slick. What else can we do with that? That's going to be about it. We're going to brighten them up. We're going to make a... Ooh, yeah, that's really creepy. Hairdos. You can see pretty much all 9 available hairdos right there. Need something Necromancer-ish. I don't know what hairstyle would be Necromancer-ish, but we're going to try to find it. Definitely not the afro. Oh, pigtails on a dude. That's always spectacular. I don't know, maybe leaning towards that one. Let's go with skin color. Yeah, super light with super dark markings, because we're an evil Necromancer. Let's see what kind of faces we've got here. Oh, wow. Dude's pretty epic looking as well. I don't know. I'm kind of digging that one a little bit. At the end of the day, that's what it's about, isn't it? Holy crap! Look at the ears on that guy. I'm not sure if Dumbo is the way to go here. We'll see when let's adjust the ears and see what we can do with those. Make them not as long, make them not as thick. Change the shape of the tips. Yeah, it's not as bad. I kind of like them pointing out like that, I think. Make his head huge, make it tiny. We'll go just a little bit on the larger side. Alright, eyeballs. You can mess with brow placement. Hey, baby. What's up with you? Oh, he's got to look brooding and evil. You must fear him. Brow thickness. Yeah, we'll keep that up. Iris size. We'll adjust that all the way up. Eye squint. Surprised! Eye angle. Eye size. Make them as big as possible. You can bring them in together and go D to D mode. Lower eyelid placement. You can really make him. I am evil and I cannot see. We'll bring him up a little bit to give him that kind of I'm better than you, I'm scary, I'm evil look. Customize your nose. Let's see. Widen that out a little bit. Nose height at the bridge. That's the profile view there. You just give him a great big Roman type nose. Nose height at tip. That's obviously the tip of the nose there going in and out. And you can adjust where exactly the nose is on his face. And mouth, pretty self-explanatory. More lip, less lip. Duck face. Make his mouth, we'll make ours narrow. Puffy cheeks. Isn't he cute? He's a cute little fear demon. Jaw width. Bring that in. Jaw placement. Chin length. On these guys, that's not really accomplishing a lot. Chin shape. Again, these guys don't really have a chin to speak of, so do what you can do with that, I guess. And we've already customized our ears. Alright. Head options, face and skin color. And let's see about maybe some colors for our hair and accessories. Maybe some what colors do we want to go with here for our little fear demon? No. Redhead. Blondes have more fun. Color-wise, we may just stick with the black. And for the little wrap, we'll go red. That may have been what it already was, but that's what we're going with. We can go pink. Real man wear pink. Alright, face details. Alright, so what colors do we want on the armor here? This is Guild Wars 2, man. You mean WTF is this shit? Guild Wars 2 Final Beta Weekend. We're doing it up. Oh. Oh, the race. It's the Asura. It's kind of like the diminutive race. This is the first event that you can play them in. So they're pretty much the equivalent to. They're similar to goblins, except they're like really snooty, and they're like the big technological geniuses, and they're smarter than everybody else at all times. All that kind of good stuff. Let's go red and green and light green trim, and red and green and light green trim. Look like a freaking Christmas tree. Let's try it. It does not look like Jar Jar. Do not insult anything ever. I don't care how bad it is. Do not insult it by calling it Jar Jar. That is just it's too far, man. It's too far. Across the line. We need to go back and change this to match. Yeah. Now that's a Necromancer. Oh, I'm trying to remember how to spell that. I think it was actually spelled like that. What do we like? But I think I like the way that looks better, though. It's close enough. I think we can have a last name, too. Gagnar. What's a good scary last name, Nick? Creepy fear demon last name, Gagnar. Yuzaho. No, we're not going with that. Let's go with Gagnar. But okay. I think way to be super creative there, buddy. We're just gonna roll with Gagnar. I don't think it's spelled like it was, but if I spell it G-A-C-H, people will try to call me Gashnar or something.
I personified genius. My ancestors were driven from the heart of the earth, forced to live in this bright, wide world. Of course, we've excelled. We exceed expectations in everything we do. With Golem and Gate and Arcane Crystal, we have asserted our supremacy in this land and made it our own. We will not move another inch. Not for dragons, not for anyone. The eternal alchemy is a fluid contrivance, ever evolving, ever fluctuating. I believe in the power of transformation. I belong to the College of Dynamics. Dynamics crews thrive on permutation. We're always advancing, morphing into something new. I'm the lever, and my excellent crew is the fulcrum. Together we will move the world. We will force reason from chaos. I've just been informed that defective golems, not mine of course, are causing havoc out in the jungle. Whatever the imbeciles outside the city have broken, I'll fix, and make my name doing so. I'll lead the masses through metamorphosis to an improved future. This is my story.
Yeah, Gagnar. Alright, so here we are. Right now, what do we start with? We start with a hatchet. Because a casting Necromancer should always start with one-handed hatchet? What? It's, whatever, I guess. Alright, so right now, we've got a minion summon a Blood Fiend that transfers health to you on each attack. So, I think that just kind of stays there. Yeah, until you unsummon him. You sacrifice your Blood Fiend to go yourself. And this thing is attacking for some reason. And our basic attack is slash your foe twice with ghostly claws, causing vulnerability. Range is 600 on that. So it is still a ranged attack. So we're gonna go.
There. Get over here and
How's
fix
the audio
this.
balance between what's going on? Can you still hear me? Is it like super loud or anything? More stuff to kill. And as we use this first ability, you can see right down here, we're slowly unlocking our next ability for our main hand weapon. Let's take whatever that has to offer.
Looking for something? It's not me, is it?
And find out what's going on.
How interesting.
So, oh, I was supposed to talk to this chick back here. Let's go do that.
You there. Get over here and fix this.
Hey, shut your face. Don't talk to me like that. I'm Gagnar.
Impossible. There must be a glitch in the system.
Alright, I'll do what I can. Talk to Peacemaker Gezi about hostile golems. Get him, Blood Fiend. Blood Fiend is already better than any companion I ever had
Move
in Star
along.
Wars.
Nothing to see here.
I had the worst
My
companions
duties are
ever
more
in that
technical than
game. It
physical.
was just pathetic.
It's pure chaos out here. Unacceptable. What's going on?
Just what it looks like. These golems have gone mad. Zojja suspects someone tampered with them. And by someone, she means the Inquest.
Zojja's rarely wrong. Don't tell her I said rarely, by the way. If it is the Inquest, she's going to need help. Where can I find her?
At the malfunctioning gate that's spitting out these deranged golems. She claims she could feel them on the other side of the gate laughing at us.
Not for long. I'm going to help Zojja shut down the problem at its source. Thanks for the information.
Thanks for the information. By the way, fear me. Let's see. Our F1 ability: assume a spectral form and gain new skills, turning your life force into health. Gain life force from nearby deaths. Stuff dies, I guess, full of life force. Jumping and spinning. Kills everything. Alright, our next ability here. Summon spectral claws to slash your foe in a quick flurry of strikes, gaining life force per strike. And when we use our life force, this is what we become. Our basic attack here is blast a foe with accumulated life force, dealing more damage the more life cycle force you have. So that will do that. And we can turn this off by hitting F1. And then as we gain more life force, we can go back into that and do more damage. So, get to the portal. I'm going. Let's try to kill something with this as we go. It's just running away. It fears me. It already knows. It already knows. It should always be afraid. Leviant, what's up, dude? Welcome to Guild Wars 2.
Initiating interaction protocols.
Directional polarity reversed.
Made
Go
by
through the
Zosha.
portal.
Genius.
We
Mr.
can do that.
Sparkles, to me, let's pay
Go.
a visit to whomever decided to complicate my
Why
day
can't I go
so we can
in?
ruin theirs.
Oh, there we go.
Look, Snap's footnote has joined our little party.
It must have been waiting to create another instance.
Teo? Oh, for a second there I thought someone dangerous was behind this.
Oh, spare my tender feelings.
Oh, nice.
It's true. I'm not dangerous. But these golems are. Here, let them
Yeah,
show
we'll
you
probably
what
play some
dangerous really means.
Smite
Why don't
later
all
on
you
tonight.
give these folks a
Because
problem?
I want to take a break from this
I
eventually.
have that to flex.
I'm sure Nick will probably be down. Mr. Meow. Give me my loots. Alright, our next ability, damage and cripple nearby foes, gain retaliation for each foe you strike. So that must be like an AoE come around me. Come on, hit the right button. Let's go and start a little ultimate mode here. Go step up, try to get some abilities unlocked from that.
Mess with the inbox.
Alright, send out a claw of protect. Hits an enemy, you teleport to that foe and shield them back. Leave some tab left. You turn those down just a little bit then. Let's see.
Looking a little blind. You won?
Text
These
volume
scrambles
down.
just died on nothing.
Dialogue volume up. Turn that down.
Looks like the guest of honor has arrived. Let's take it down.
We'll turn down master volume a little bit too. Alright. Oh, dude, did you get the link I sent you a little bit ago? Look, just one-shotted. It's like a boss. Help me! I'm surrounded. I'm distracted. I sent you a link where that guy walked into a theater in Colorado. Man, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna get out of that crap.
Are you still alive? Be it you.
Alright,
Just
sacrifice
die
my
already,
blood
won't
fiend
you?
to heal myself. And then get back into the fight.
made sturdier golems in my sleep.
Oh, get out of that, get out of that, get out of that.
I don't have long.
I will revive you.
Yeah, scratch one
Oh, it's
cutest
dead.
golem.
Fine. We'll be back. Let's see how you like it when someone kills your masterpiece.
Hey, it's you again. I see you survived with your epidermis intact.
Of course. It takes more than a giant rampaging inquest golem to get the better of me.
Heh, modest too. Well, you've earned a dash of praise if you ask me. The crews around the city would kill for the assistance of an inventor with your talents. You should ask around. Make yourself invaluable.
Not a bad idea. Thanks.
Alright, we're going to fill these out as we go real quick. You've been moved to Metrica Province Overflow. You are queued to enter the map when it's ready. Yeah, the mass public are here. I was on earlier, and they're, because the beta actually launched a little before the announced time, and it wasn't really all that full. There were some people there, but so let's do this. Was all that fun? Yeah, it was okay. I was distracted, and I've already done it once too. So difficulty was pretty darn easy. Story, I wasn't paying attention, but I think it was pretty decent the first time. Characters, nah, not so much on the characters on this area. All right, so what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Let's
I don't care what.
staff focus. Focus will give us battles between foes and allies, and a warhorn will give us Screech of Well Doom and a cone pattern. Cripple nearby foes. To solo, it sounds like we may actually want the warhorn.
I'd like to thank my crew and my college instructors.
So let's go ahead and equip in our offhand. And we can start getting those abilities online. The one thing I wish is when you get the standard key bindings, the numbers show up underneath the abilities. But if you change them like I do on every game, they don't show up for whatever reason. So I keep hitting the wrong buttons for the wrong abilities because it doesn't give me my key binding under there. That's a little annoying. I really wish they'd fix that. Whoa, watch me jump. Yeah, fools.
Welcome to Metrica Province. You'll find private laboratories all over where our crews work on dangerous research, and we pay the price for excellence. Labs need to be carefully maintained, but I'm sure that's not news to you. We see a fair bit of interference from the Inquest. They're envious of our advances and covered our research materials. Our researchers could use someone with your talents. On your journey, you may also encounter nefarious events in the world. Don't let these opportunities pass by you. Jump in and help. As you gad about, you'll encounter our Magi Matter transportive devices, more commonly known as waypoints. They're mini-gates that, for a trivial fee, transport you across great distances. They're the second most convenient way to travel next to our gates. In the vast, wide world, a plethora of challenges await you, some more demanding than others. Watch for the special ones, because they'll give you an opportunity to increase your skill and exceed your own limits. How interesting. Do you require my assistance?
And what you do with these little dudes, they have the spy glasses over their head.
Simplicity.
As you make your way through the world, you'll run into these guys, and you go and talk to them, and you can see them on your map when you get to towards new areas, like out here. What you'll do, you'll go talk to this guy, and he'll reveal this area of the map for you. And the reason they do that is because to do like quests and stuff, instead of going to a quest hub and picking up a bunch of quests and go out and do them, like you'll go out here, and this is going to be like an area event, and you and anybody else who's in that area participating will complete the goal in that area, and then you'll get credit for it, and XP and gold and all that kind of good stuff. And they have recommended
Do you
levels
require
and
my
stuff like that.
assistance?
Like you can see in the top right hand corner, that's recommended level 3. This one's recommended level 2, which is what we are.
Always be loyal to your crew.
And then you've got the points of interest, and you've got the new thing, which is the vistas, which is just basically you got to find how to get to this area. Like right here, you got to climb up the building ledges and stuff like that. And it'll give you a little cinematic view of the area for the explorers. And here's a little town with all the little vendors.
Excelsior.
And these are skill points. These are how you get your skill points to kind of do the vertical progression with the skills. You can go and try to get and do whatever, those different objectives whenever you get to those. You can do them now. You can wait and do them later. This is whenever. Some of them are more difficult than others. So some of them you may not want to right now, but I mean, you can basically run out there at any level and give it a try if you want to. So let's work on this help locals of the province, which is basically questing in this game. You go out on the map and you find the little heart areas, and you get the little general area quests, and you also get class specific quests and like little instance areas to go into, little solo instances to do your thing at. So as you can see, when we get into range of this first one right here, we automatically get the quest. Anybody who's in this area participating is contributing to accomplishing the goal. The dark orange one is like a special event. It's kind of like a dynamic event like Rifts in Rift. They spawn randomly every so often in different places.
Hey, will somebody
This one
help
is
me out
help.
here?
Unmask the cheats trying to gather dark data at the chess tables before they escape. So let's make our way to the chess tables and kill some stuff.
Failure is not part of my equation.
There's a frog. Frog OP. And apparently can't jump on the table. Oh, I don't know what happened to the camera. I was wondering what that little Windows era was. Add camera, Microsoft Live, Cinema. There's a humongous me.
You can't match my power.
Shrink that back down.
Invigorating.
Time to engage battle mode.
Well, I
Enough.
guess failure was
I yield.
Failure was not part of my
I know, right? My view should have skyrocketed right there, all that sexiness up on screen like that. Alright, so back to killing these guys. Alright, come here, guys that need to die.
No, impossible.
There's some more.
Looks like I'm done.
Well, I guess my little... I could have my little fiend out. Looks like there's quite a few necromancers running around here. Maybe this wasn't as original of an idea as I thought it was. Because look at all the little blood fiends just floating around everywhere. And God, he really messes with the camera too.
Power core manual reboot required.
Alright, so as a group we completed that. And now we're back to just the regular area quest. Which is to experiment on these golems.
Manual reboot required.
Let's check the
Calculating
toolbox.
efficiency. Please wait.
Come back to the control panel.
1,417 errors. Manual reboot required.
Yeah, and this is another little thing about Guild Wars 2. If you find weapons laying on the ground, you can pick them up and use them as like a kit. Or you can just drop them. Was this open beta? I don't think it's open. You can probably maybe get a code from a few different sites and stuff. But if you've pre-purchased the game from the official Guild Wars 2 site, then you're automatically guaranteed access to this. And then, like I said, I think there's just code giveaways on certain sites and things like that. I think we tried to get a hold of some codes, but I think it was too late. They had already sent out all the codes they were going to give out.
Calculating efficiency.
This lasts
Wait.
until Sunday. This will go down Sunday evening. I don't know what time exactly they said it's going down, but. And then the game launches on August 28th. So this will be the last time you get to play until launch day. I need to find a frickin' golem that I can.
Damage sustained. System integrity
Experiment on here. Oh, this has got some loots.
Power
Give me
core
loots.
unstable. Explosion.
Oh,
in 5,
hey, we got a focus
4,
too now. How about that? That worked out good.
1. Manual reboot required.
Should you, if you want an MMO to play, this is the one you need to get. This Asura stuff isn't even. I mean, some of the other races and classes are just awesome. I like the engineer. That's what I'm going to be as an engineer. I haven't decided if I'm going to be a char engineer or a human engineer, but. All right, let me interact with one of these golems. Go! People, I need to do this quest too.
Calculating efficiency. Please wait.
There's one over here.
1,417.
So I think you should. I mean, once you spent the money, you've got the game. You don't have to pay monthly fees or nothing. If you want to buy some of their cash shop stuff, you can.
Power core
But I
unstable.
mean, it's just like
Explosion in 5,
dyes and
4,
stuff like
3,
that.
2, 1.
You can cast while you move. You can dodge by double tapping. I'm getting a little bit of lag, but there are just tons of people over here.
Calculating efficiency. Please wait.
The dialogue volume is actually a little loud in my headset, so I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Old school WoW days, man. No, engineering Guild Wars 2 is not the failed piece of shit that we used to run around and watch you turn stuff into chickens and blow yourself up. That was good stuff. The site is guildwars2.com. I'm pretty sure is the site. Oh man, leaving it. Meanwhile, when we played World of Warcraft, he was a torrent hunter, but his profession was an engineer, and he would just whisper me randomly. He's like, "Hey man, I got this new weapon we need to try." And we go out there, and you know, engineer wars in World of Warcraft probably. Sometimes the stuff worked, and sometimes it backfired, and I can't even tell you how many times that mofo got me killed with one of his defective freaking experiments.
Explosion in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We go out there and be trying to turn stuff into chicken. Next thing you know, both of us are corpse running back to our bodies trying to figure out what the hell happened.
Power core unstable. Explosion in 5.
Oh yeah, it wasn't useful hardly at all, but it was still awesome that he was one.
This has been a test of the Golem evacuation system.
I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to this experimenting on the golems. It's just a matter of doing it and filling up the bar up here that says you've done it enough. So there are other quests like that have you go around saving things or planting crops or killing things or just all kinds of different kind of general quests to do. This one just happens to be this, and
System integrity compromised. Power core unstable. Explosion.
I'm not sure what the point is.
3, 2, 1.
Blah, 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 blah.
Test of the Golem evacuation system.
I keep running away because sometimes they explode. Collector's edition. I didn't buy the collector's edition, to be honest, off the top of my head. I'm not even sure what's in the collector's edition. If I had a few extra bucks, I might upgrade to it, depending on what's in it, but I don't remember. Yeah, if you pre-order from like GameStop or something like that, you don't get guaranteed beta access. If you pre-purchase, which means right now they go ahead and take your money instead of, yeah. If you pre-purchase from the actual site, you'll get beta access instantly.
Power core unstable. Explosion in 5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. This has been
Like
a test of
they've
the
had all my
Golem
money since
evacuation
like about
system.
5 minutes since they opened up the site for pre-purchasing. So I've had access to all these, but this is the first one that I'm going to be able to actually play
Explosion.
in as far as like a whole weekend. My wife keeps planning out of town trips during these for whatever reason.
Test of the Golem evacuation system.
I think some sites are giving away beta keys. There's almost always giveaways. I don't know which ones have them this time around. I know last time it was some European sites, but you could still get them. Check MMORPG.com. MMO Gamer, we didn't get any this time, so we don't have any to give out, unfortunately. And the Inner Geek Zone site, I never get. I'm not cool enough to get stuff like that yet. Hopefully one day. Gotta go find where you took your pants off. Probably right by the front door. You probably didn't even get in the front door before your pants came off. Alright, so we've experimented on golems enough to fill up the bar. Here's another little zone, like a dynamic event. So we'll... Where is the dynamic event? It's down here. Defend the ether pods while Bloods harvest breeze. Rider eyes. Let's go down there and help out because we'll get some XP for it. And XP's always
Armor
good.
enhanced.
In the kitchen, hey man, ain't nothing wrong with
Embrace
making a meal and taking your pants off. Like I said, if you're a fan of MMOs and you're wanting a new MMO, this is the one to get. This is the next generation of MMO. It's so far it's been nothing except exceptionally spectacular. Yeah, you got a lot of other games. Like I said, the good thing about Guild Wars 2 is no monthly fee. I mean, you buy it and it's there, and it don't matter if you only play it once a week or once a month. You're not you're not paying that $15. And every day that goes by, you're like, oh man, I'm paying $15 every month. I should have played Guild Wars 2 today. That's part of what I like about it, because of course, obviously, there are a lot of things that I like to play, and then there are a lot of things that I have to play. Probably about the busiest MMO guy that you'll ever meet, as far as playing different things, to try them and know, at least play them enough to know about them, to speak intelligently about them. So that's part of what makes me happy about this is I don't ever have to feel guilty if a week goes by and I'm really super busy. I don't have to worry about that $15. Like Rift is my go-to MMO for going and having fun right now. But like this past week, I haven't gotten to play hard at all. And all I can think is like, man, you know, I just signed up for that 2 months ago. You know, I re-signed up for Rift for the first time in a year, and now I've got this $15. Here goes an entire week that I didn't have time to play. So, because between the Secret World and this, and a game called I forget how they pronounce it, Mastasia, something like that. I'll have to look it up. I forget the name of it now, but they did like they're launching into beta next week, I think. So we had a press sneak peek earlier this week. So it's been a busy week, busy. So no Rift for me. Let me just re-enter the queue. We're in the middle of the event right now. I don't want to lose the XP for this.
Getting healthy.
We are very, very slowly unlocking this next ability. I don't know why it's taking so long to unlock. That's a little annoying. As you can see, just like the Secret World, though, one of the awesome things about this game is being able to just run and cast at the same time. The only abilities you can't use on the move are the ones that are just focused, where you have to set, you know, what a focus channel ability is. I don't have to explain to you what that is. Because, of course, if you move, it'll break the channel, but all these games with the running and casting and the dodging back and forth to give it a little bit of action-y feel, that's pretty awesome stuff. I'm not a fan of the one-handed hatchet abilities, so yeah, this is going to work. This works a whole lot like the Secret World. The ones on the left here are based on what weapons you've got equipped, and the ones over to the right-hand side over here are kind of like your passes and the ones you pick up from skills and things like that. And this is your elite ability, and you'll have different ones you can choose, but you only have one elite ability at a time. And basically what happens is you either got, you know, a two-handed weapon, which will give you 5 abilities, or you've got two one-handed weapons, and the main-handed weapon will give you these 3, and then the off-handed weapon will give you another 2, and you can mix and match. And like hatchets will give me 3 over here, or if I had a one-handed wand, it would give me a different 3 over here, and whatever my offhand is, you know, it'll give me 2 different ones over here. So you can mix and match the abilities and kind of set up like a deck skill system, kind of like the Secret World.
Accelerate!
Except instead of going into the ability wheel to pick like between a million things, it just depends on what weapons you equip. And you can preset, once you hit a certain level, level 7, you can have 2 different weapon sets ready to go and swap between them for 2 different kind of skill setups. And then of course, you know, in between fights, you can always go in and, you know, alter your weapon setups if you want to. Like right now, I've got this dull hatchet and the war horn, and after level 7, I could set up something else and I could swap between the 2. And this shows you right here, like, this will show you dagger axes. If I've got an axe equipped in my main hand, I get these 3 abilities. If I got a dagger in my main hand, I get these 3 abilities. If I've got a dagger in my offhand, I get these 2 abilities. So it's a pretty neat little system. And it allows for, you know, a little bit of swapping on the fly too, which is one of the things I didn't like about the Secret World. There was no easy way to swap around between like a couple of builds, like an AoE build and a single target build. Right there on the site, you should just be able to download. You might check your email. They may send you an email about it. I know they send me an email every time, but I've had mine downloaded so far for so long now, I don't remember for sure. Probably, if you didn't get an email, probably just download the client. Check your mail. And every time you complete a quest, if you're getting quest rewards, you just get them in the mail. And the in-game mail, you don't have to go to a mailbox for. It's right up here in your little menu. So this was like a reward for the first little area quest we did. So we'll take the money for it and just delete the message. Here's a quest continuation. As you can see, it automatically updated our quest objectives and our little mini map to show us where to go. This guy wants us to come see him. Yes, it's a level 3 quest, and we are level 3. So we can go do that now. Or we can just choose, if we want to go here and do this level 3 area quest. And we may actually do that first, just to go do it. And we'll get XP and experience for that kind of stuff too. Alright, so you right there just automatically popped up. Assist Professor Guff in teaching his young progeny. Inspire impressionable progeny. Deter inquest recruiters. Chase down unruly progeny. Perform demonstrations with teaching apparatuses and protect progeny from any potential threats. So we can just choose one of those and just do it over and over and over. And this bar will slowly fill up. Or we can just run around this entire area doing whatever we run across. And that bar will fill up.
That you cannot pass up.
Your road to
So
greatness
we
starts by
need
joining
to-
the inquest. Do you agree?
Apparently threaten. Oh, we gotta kill this. And my offhand abilities aren't unlocking very
How
fast.
are your
But
endeavors progressing?
that's just a tiny little Asura there. Alright, we need to take out this guy. What's up? You want to fight? Gang off through me! She killed my freaking whatever this thing is. Blood Fiend. Yeah, that thing. She killed it. What a piece of crap. They're killing my Blood Fiend.
Excelsior.
Always be loyal to your crew.
Let's see. Let's go
Do you
with
desire unrivaled power?
creation of energy.
You're interested.
Magnificent. Uh-oh. Oh, does that blow enemies back? I didn't realize that blowed enemies back. Let's see. It cripples 50% movement
Do you
speed.
require
So that's
my
a slow.
assistance?
That's nice to know.
Do you desire unrivaled power?
If this thing will ever unlock, we'll have a new ability. Wah! Oh, platforming always makes me nervous.
How are your endeavors progressing?
Oh, boy, I barely made that last one. Downloading. Sweet. Yeah, with your internet, there's no telling.
How may I assist
Alright,
you?
apparently I can't use that one again right now.
Do you desire unrivaled power? Speak with me. You're interested.
We can threaten this thing and fight. And my Blood Fiend keeps disappearing on me.
Do you desire
Come back, Blood Fiend. Oh, I don't know what that is, but it looked painful. Alright, so we've got a new ability. Screech, a Well of Doom, and a Cone Pattern. Dazing foes. So if we like walk up to something and...
Trust your instincts. Sign up with the inquest today.
And we'll use this. A tiny totem. And a short bow. We won't be able to use the short bow, I'm pretty sure. But looks like we can't use the totem either. As soon as we get everything unlocked with the Warhorn, though, we can equip the precise focus and get those abilities unlocked. And I want something besides this axe. I'm not crazy about these axe abilities. I want something different here. I want a different main hand weapon. Pretty sure I can just go to a weapons vendor and buy one. I just gotta find a weapons vendor.
Seems I need to teach you a lesson.
These are... Some of these abilities really seem to be intended a little more for when stuff's kind of up in my face. There's just not a lot of stuff getting up in my face right now. Another awesome thing you'll notice, there's no mana. You're not going to run out of mana. You can attack. Everything's just kind of cooldown based.
I have an amazing opportunity that you can't pass up.
Every class gets a little heal ability, and there's no Holy Trinity in this game. You're not ever really going to see a dedicated tank or a dedicated healer or anything like that. Like this class's healing ability is this Blood Fiend actually, heals me as I attack stuff. And also I can, if I'm like really low on health, I can just sacrifice it. And it just automatically gives me a big chunk of health.
I have an amazing opportunity.
And
that
as
you
we
can't
unlock
pass up.
these, as we get skill points, we can spend them to do things like also make that, remove an effect from us. See, feast on your conditions, gaining health for each one consumed. So if something's put like a debuff on us, we can spend this point and change that ability to get rid of those. Conjure Will of Blood to here and nearby allies, so I can kind of be support for the entire group if I want to play more of a, do a little bit of healing and support as I go. So no, you'll have 2 or 3 guys that are, maybe leaned a little more towards being able to absorb a little more damage. And then you'll have some people who are, got some abilities that can kind of support and heal the group. And then you'll always have the guys who don't want to do nothing but, rape something's face with the DPS. So. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how dungeons and stuff are going to work without the Holy Trinity. And if it really is going to stick, or if it's just them trying to tell you it doesn't have to work like that, but people end up trying to do that anyway. Because, you know how people are. Once they decide that something's the meta, that's just how it's supposed to work, and nothing will ever change their minds. So. And this time, let's do advanced pyrokinetics. Yeah, these 2 weapons, I'm just not crazy about these 2 weapons. There's just I'm looking for something with a little more fun to it, a little more oomph, a little more character. And we've completed this area quest. As you can see, we filled up the bar. So we'll get our rewards out of the mail and delete that letter because there's really no need in having it. All right. And we'll go back, and remember we got that little quest in the mail to go talk to this guy. So we'll go back that way, and if I'm not mistaken, hopefully there'll be some buy supplies. There's basically the auction house. There's buy weapons. So we'll go there. Oh, here's another little thing too. I don't know if you guys know this or not. These right here, these little waypoints, as you unlock them, at any point, like right now, where am I? I'm out here on the map. I can just go ahead and click this waypoint, pay the 9 copper, and just teleport to it. Doesn't matter where I am. Booyah. And I'm back in town. And that's kind of the fast travel system in this. I don't believe there are any plans for mounts or anything like that, and with a system like that, that makes it okay. And the best part is you still have to explore the world, because I mean you got to go find those points the first time. But after you do, man, you can just, I mean, you can go back and forth.
What?
Quite impervious.
All right, so let's find the weapons we can freaking use here.
The
Level 10
product of a
weapons.
genius
Sell.
mind.
We got any crap? Yeah, well, we can sell that. All this crafting stuff. I don't know that we're going to get into any crafting.
Excellent work.
This is just junk. Ice shard, it's a trophy that can be sold. And that's a salvage item.
Ah, truly a thing of genius.
Alright, these are level 10 weapons, so we're not ready for any of those. Alright, when we hover over them, it's going to show you the ones we can and can't use.
Quite impervious.
How much money have we got? Oh, this is going to be pretty expensive, so we need to pick. We got to focus. We can't use greatsword. We can't use hammers. Harpoon is the underwater weapon. Oh yeah, that's a great travel system. I mean, that's really convenient, really good stuff.
Yes, yes.
There's a
Quite
scepter.
impervious.
Let's go ahead and buy a scepter. Can't use a shield. There's a spear gun. There's a staff.
Yes, yes. Quite impervious.
Let's go ahead and buy the staff too. And the only other thing we don't have right now is a dagger, probably.
Truly a thing of genius.
And this axe is actually more powerful than ours, but we can't afford it at the moment. We need 3 more stinking copper. Can we just sell something?
Yes, yes.
Quite yeah, we can sell that and get exactly 3 copper. And then we'll buy ourselves a better axe. Well, I don't really like
The
that.
product
Well,
of a
just in
genius
case.
mind.
We'll buy it. And now we can sell the one we've got. I think we have to unequip it first. Oh yeah, that's if you're gonna run a necro, you gotta have the staff. That's gonna be what we rock. Big 2-handed staff. We'll see what abilities that give us here in just a second. Let's sell this piece of crap axe before we forget.
Ah, truly a thing of genius.
Yeah, sell that. All right. So now we have a staff. And how do you can you
mind.
sheath and unsheath weapons here?
Excelsior.
Miscellaneous recenter. Show enemy toggle language. Show draw weapons. There we go.
Thing of genius.
Booyah. We have a staff, homies.
Ah, truly a thing
Now
of
we're
genius.
a real necromancer. Alright, so let's see what abilities we're going to get. And we'll probably look in here to see. Weapon skills. Staff. Alright, our basic attack here are spammable. And actually, instead of having to spam it, well, I've mapped them myself. Oh, you're talking about the unsheath? Yeah. No, the pet ability won't change. These over here on the right are determined by the skill points you spend. So these are the slot skills. So this is what determines what goes in those. And the ones on the left are the ones, these over here are the ones that are determined by what weapon you use. So I'll still have the same pet ability until I get a skill point to possibly change it to something else. And actually it's, I mean, it's kind of, yeah, it's a pet, but this is the slot every class gets their healing, and my healing ability just happens to be kind of a pet ability too. No, I haven't got any skill points yet to upgrade it. Probably what you're seeing is the window. This is the summon button, so it's not summoned right now, but once you summon it, then the icon changes to the sacrifice it. That's what you're seeing that's different. That just lets you know that you can just look at the bar and just tell whether you've got one out or not, like that. Because it's one summon and one consume. Alright, so let's see what we're going to get with staves. Weapon skills. Staves. Spam ability, send out a grasping hand that damages enemies in a line and grants life force to the caster. And the next one we'll be able to unlock is inscribe a mark that inflicts bleeding on foes and grants regeneration to allies. Now see, that sounds a lot like a warlocky necromancer ability. I like that. And inscribe a mark that inflicts chill on foes and leaves a persistent poison area when triggered by a foe. Inscribe a mark that transfers conditions from allies to foes when triggered by a foe. And inscribe a mark that causes fear on foes. Yeah, there's the fear. Now we're starting to earn our name. Gagnar, Fear Demon. So we'll rock out the staff and kill some stuff with it and get these unlocked. And that's kind of the goal. The first little while is to get all these skills unlocked for different weapons, and then you can just, you know, find better weapons that do more damage and things like that. And then you've just got the abilities already unlocked, so you can just swap out and use them kind of whenever you want to. Alright, this quest that we've got should end up being a solo instance quest, so let's go rock that out. Yep, there it is. Enter the instance. Oh, report to your crew chief. Hronk, is that his name? Hronk. Whoops, that's this way.
How about now, my little long-eared
What's up,
cherub?
Hronk? We
Is
are
it
here.
working now?
Not at all. And find another endearment. Cherubs are fat baby humans with freakish wings.
I knew that, sweetheart.
I've already greeted you. Why are you not?
No, you knew.
Time's
Talking to me.
almost up. If you can't show the judges something soon, you'll be disqualified.
There we go. Must have been getting some lag or something.
Panic time! Our massively impressive golem isn't working. The judges are waiting. It functioned perfectly back in the lab. I'm at a loss. Having the best pilot and the best pilot golem interface won't matter if it just stands there. I was sure we'd win. Snaff was a golemancer after all.
Let me take a look. I know this baby like the schematics were tattooed on the inside of my eyelids. Every time I blink, it's a review session. Well, there's your problem. The MIG's capacitors are missing. Someone forgot to put them in.
That's your job, Kaz. I pilot, you maintain. It's a good thing I love you so much. Because I love you a little less each time your scatterbrain sets us back.
I love you too, my dulcet-toned honey viper. But I put the capacitors in. Someone must have swiped them, because I would not forget. Not after your last cheerful chastisement.
Pitch woo on your own time. We must have left the capacitors in the Hydron Unit Lab's staging area. Hurry! Retrieve those capacitors at once!
Sure, I've heard of Snaff, but I still don't get why he gets a whole prize named after him.
Because he was one of the greatest geniuses who ever lived, you empty-headed homunculus.
Right, get the capacitor from the staging area. I'll go and tell you right now, spoiler alert, and I've never even done this. Never even seen this. We're going to fight some stuff to get these things. That's just how these little quests work. So, and why I had to come up to the road to come over here, I don't know. I just wanted to, okay? Okay. Yeah, the inquest, I'm pretty sure the inquest are the enemy.
Hey! Stop right there, you pusillanimous pinheads! That's our stuff!
Was your stuff. Now it's ours. But don't worry, we'll leave you a beating in exchange.
Really? You promise? Yay! Oh, now here I am. I've got this freaking weapon that I've only got one ability. I didn't even think about that. I've only got this one ability unlocked on this weapon. Oh, I'm screwed. Oh, it's doing damage though. Kill me, Blood Fiend. And apparently in instances my... Oh no! Yep, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Yep. In this game, you don't necessarily just automatically die, though. You can still fight to survive and rally and pop back up.
Help! I don't have long.
Unfortunately, she's still damaging us, so we're probably done here. Alright, we're going to put our other weapon back on for this. So we got to go back with our axe. And what was it, the war horn we were rocking? I think so, yeah. Yeah, because we're going to have more abilities for that. Yeah, 7%. I probably could hit F1. I'm not used to this class. F1 would be like a second life pool. Alright, the good news is she's already by herself, so... She's like tougher than the rest of them too. So we'll go ultimate mode here.
What in the name of the eternal alchemy is going on here?
Pick up supplies. See, that was a lot easier when you actually had more than one spam ability.
Now, what's going on here? These Inquest poltroons snuck into our work area, sabotaged our massively impressive golem, and stole our equipment.
Calumny and slander! We were called in to consult on a SNAF prize entry, and when we did, this blackguard attacked us.
Now, things get heated when a prize is on the line. Let's all just calm down, count to 10, and get back to work. No harm done, eh? No harm done? They vandalized our workspace, and our MiG. That is a serious accusation. On behalf of the Arcane Council, I suggest you file a complaint after the contest is over. Off you go now. Off!
Enjoy those capacitors, and good luck.
You bastards. This entire race is just full of just arrogant assholes. But that's kind of like the flavor for these guys. That's what they're supposed to be. Each one of them thinks that they're smarter than everybody else that exists.
I was thinking about joining the Inquest. They never let morality get in the way of progress.
They'd never take you.
You got the
You
parts.
know what
I'll
morality
install them and we'll be
means.
ready to go.
Hey, you fixed it! Nice work. Now we can show off our improved Golem to Pilot interface. It's not as splashy as some entries, but it's revolutionary. The SNAP prize is as good as ours.
Not if we don't hurry it up. They're waiting now. So get out there and strut our stuff.
Out of my way. We've got a prize to win.
Behold, a revolutionary leap forward in Golem to Pilot interfacing. The massively impressive Golem. The biomagical psionic mind link is two-way, instantaneous, and uninterruptible. Our pilot doesn't even need hands. She just has to think, and the Golem responds. No more specialized training or hours of practice. Just hop in, think, and away you go.
Very impressive. How did you handle the problem of feedback? Every time I've tried something similar, the pilot's brain got fried.
If you'll listen carefully,
Our
that's Felicia
breakthrough
Day.
in Golem interface dampening technology keeps the user's mind safe from harm.
Well, it's not as eye-catching as Teo's floating Griswirl, but your MiG is quite impressive.
I've seen enough, Counselor. Our choice is clear. The invention that best embodies SNAF's legacy is the College of Dynamics MiG.
I quite agree. Seamless integration of machine and user has been an unachievable goal until now. Well done. As far as I know, only the Inquest has ever had any success. and they have to brutalize sentient beings to achieve it.
That was the most difficult challenge we faced. False modesty aside, our work here represents a quantum leap forward in Golemancy.
Which is why, on behalf of the judges, I'm pleased to award Frank's crew the Snaff Prize. Let's all... Well, the Eternal Alchemy, what's that thing doing now?
Bronk, we have a problem.
Something's definitely wrong in there. Doxa, what's going on?
It's not responding. It's malfunction. I mean, error. Arg! What's happening to me?
Some pretty poor voice acting, actually. Yeah, looks like we're going to take out the golem.
Was a crazed counselor killing golem. Well, if we disqualified every potentially lethal entry, there'd be no contestants left.
But the MiG was sabotaged. Our entry was tampered with. I don't know why, but the inquest...
Stop right there. Every time a stasis servo slips a gear, people blame inquest saboteurs. I'm sick of it. You just took the Snaff Prize. Learn to win gracefully. Instead of finding scapegoats for your own inadequacy, you should be tracking down and dismantling that amok golem you unleashed.
And when you do, I'd love the chance to study it. Impressive work. Right on up to the point it started smashing things at random.
That will soon be rectified. Back to the lab, crew. We can track the MiG from there. With a bit of luck, we can stop it before it does any serious damage.
Alright, fun. I'd give that one a 4. Difficulty. Wasn't actually all that difficult. Story was pretty good, and the characters were actually pretty memorable. Alright, so we're going to get to choose. We've got gloves with +2 power, +2 toughness, or +2 vitality. You can guess what those do. Power is going to give you attack power, toughness is going to give you health, and vitality is going to give you regen. So let's... And we're going to get a crude salvage kit, yada yada yada.
Yes.
We're obviously going to take glass cannon gloves. And anytime you pull up your profile, obviously, as you can see, I mean, there are other things in the actual inventory itself. I'm going to equip that bag. But when you pull up your player profile, any weapons or items that you've got that you can actually use show up. So you'll know what's actually usable in your bag. Return to the cruise lab. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the greatest inventions ever in the history of everything. Click to leave the instance. If you've completed an instance and everything's done, you just push the button and you're out. You don't have to run all the way back. While you unlock your second offense skill, yeah. Let's see. Scepter, equip. Now that we're back out of the instance, we can go back to unlocking abilities. And let's use this dynamic zone event to do that. That way things won't be singling us out. Out of habit, I keep smashing the D button. But you don't actually have to. Once you click it once, you can see it just, the auto attack just kicks in. And once again, it doesn't seem to be actually unlocking anything. And I'm taking all the aggro. There we go. Now we're slowly unlocking abilities. And we'll use our pet to heal ourselves. Alright, we got the first ability. Summon skeletal hands to cripple foes in the target area. So that'll be a targeted AoE. And skeleton hands will come out. Does it do damage? Bleeding damage? Yeah, it does some damage too. And it's 50% movement speed. So... yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe instead of just using it, you have to actually kill something.
Pain everywhere.
Alright, cool, man. We'll see you then.
Unit online.
Alright, we got another ability here. Strike your target, doing additional damage and gaining life force for each condition on them. That looks especially useful in big groups like this, and you can see he had a few different conditions on him. And that did a pretty healthy chunk of damage, it looked like. And as soon as we get these two abilities unlocked, we're going to switch to a different offhand and see what that provides us. We'll get those unlocked, then we'll go back to the staff. Again, try to get all the staff abilities unlocked. Go into ultimate mode. I keep forgetting that we've got this. Kind of what the Warlock does here. Use that to just deal additional damage. And get some of these abilities unlocked too. somebody's down. Let's go help revive. Oh, somebody already got him. Alright, and our final ability gains swiftness and summon a swarm of locusts that cripple nearby foes. So that's kind of a... Those are just more AoE type abilities, just kind of right around us. So, I'm in combat. I don't think I'll be able to switch weapons right this second.
I'm nigh invincible.
And looks like we got it. Good job, everybody who is here. And before we forget, let's see. We've got the war horn. Let's equip the focus and get those abilities unlocked. And then we'll switch over to the big two-handed staff and work on all 5 abilities there. Alright, return to your crew's lab. So, we can just
labor hours that you're wrong.
click on the waypoint and teleport back into town. Oh! And there should be a, repair vendor right there. We need to go visit them and make sure. Because we did die that one time because we equipped a brand new weapon and didn't have any abilities walking into a solo instance.
We all have a place in the
Fix me
eternal
up.
alchemy.
Awesome.
I have everything you need right here. Excelsior.
And how much money we got now? 3 copper? Yeah, we probably won't be able to afford much of anything. Can I move that around? Let's... Come on. Settings, unlock this thing. Is that even possible? Maybe that's just not possible. It's got a little hand, like I can drag it around. Oh, there's only 2 places you can put it. Okay. I don't know that I like it up there any better. Once it's in full screen, you know, obviously I'm playing at like 720 for the stream, playing in like a 720 window here. So everything's a little more cramped than it will be in your full screen. So just because it looks like it's kind of in the way on my screen doesn't mean it's going to be on yours. In all honesty, I just kind of wish I could just turn this off. Got no need for that right now.
How are your endeavors progressing?
15%. Alright, we're going to chill out right here for just a minute. I'm going to go grab a drink, stretch my legs. I will be back in just a minute.
My word.
Always be loyal to your crew. My son insists he wants to work in the Synergy Labs when he gets out of school. Who's this worker here? I hope not. Maybe he's learned that he should start listening to me. First.
The incineration crew had already recruited him. His priority.
My word.
Excelsior. Excelsior.
How interesting. I'm particularly fascinated by the fact that the world's smallest sentient race is perfectly self-sufficient. Embrace simplicity. Excelsior.
My word.
Always be loyal to your crew. How interesting. Do you require my assistance? It's always the same thing. Transportation gates, blasting rods, and golems. Geniuses have limited imagination. I can't think of anything, but the crew geniuses should.
Excelsior.
Hospitable.
Oh, I'll be very hospitable.
How are you?
Greetings, citizen. Please state the nature of your emergency.
Do you require my assistance? Embrace simplicity. How interesting.
How are you?
Do you require my assistance? Always be loyal to your crew. My son insists he wants to work in the Synergy Labs when he gets out of school. I hope not. Maybe he'd learn that he should start listening to me.
Sacrilegious greetings, Allie. What's crackling?
You must be Papa's aunt. I'm Crab of the Incinerated crew.
I will establish my prominence.
Well, oh, I got it.
Now 555I. Initiate chaperone sequence.
Father.
You geniuses have a good time. How interesting.
Hands where I
You
can
require
see
my
them at all times.
How interesting. Excelsior. I'm particularly fascinated by the fact that the world's smallest sentient race is also its most intelligent.
Someday I will establish my prominence. Excelsior.
Excelsior.
It's always the same thing. Teleportation gates, blasting rods, and golems. Geniuses have limited imagination. Embrace simplicity. I can't think of anything, but the crew geniuses should. They need to dazzle me more.
My crew needs your help.
How are you?
Good. Target located. Stand by for message.
Excelsior! I love getting messages.
Inc. I saw you today outside the lab. Please use more discretion when testing your clock of invisibility. Bob.
I guess my clock of invisibility still needs more work. Thank goodness it wasn't cold out.
My word.
All right, we're back, and we're gonna restart the stream real quick to make it easier to upload to YouTube. So we're back in just